Hello everyone, I'm Michaela Kathleen. Happy Thanksgiving! For today's Thanksgiving video, I thought I would do the Thanksgiving book tag, which there are a couple versions of this, and I decided to go with the version where you are inviting fictional characters to your Thanksgiving dinner, and you have to assign each of them a role. So the first prompt is the Wrangler and the Savior. So think of two characters, one who would be responsible for wrangling the turkey and one who would set it free and save its life. And for this one book immediately came to my mind that had two characters who would perfectly fill these roles. And that is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. And obviously, Katniss and Prim would be perfect to be the Wrangler and the Savior. Katniss actually tells a story in the book of a time that she tried to teach Prim to hunt, and the moment she shot whatever it might have been, a bird, a bunny, I don't remember, Prim immediately started crying and saying that if they got it back to town in time, she was sure their mother would have what they needed to save the creature's life. So yes, Katniss would be a perfect turkey wrangler, and Prim would definitely be the turkey savior. Next, I have pick a character who will start an argument at the Thanksgiving dinner table. And for this one, I picked Vidya from Fairy Dust and the Quest for the Egg by Gail Carson Levine. Vidya is a little bit of a villain character in this series. She sort of has an arc where she becomes more friendly with everyone, but she definitely doesn't get along well with the other fairies, and she's also very competitive, and so I definitely see her starting an argument at the Thanksgiving dinner table. The third prompt is Space Cadet, who is going to accidentally set the oven on fire. I picked Ron Weasley from the Harry Potter series. Ron is always having accidents happen, especially in the second book with his busted wand. And yeah, out of the three main characters, he's just sort of the biggest klutz. And spells often go awry with him, and I have the feeling that cooking would go wrong for him too. The next prompt is who would be trying to make Thanksgiving night go perfectly? Who's the perfectionist of the group? And for this one, I picked Alice from Twilight. Spoiler for later in the series, but I remember her planning Bella's wedding. Every tiny detail had to be perfect, and she really went crazy for that wedding for the entire lead up to the wedding, and was so excited to get to plan it and pick everything out because Bella didn't really care. And so I could definitely see her bringing that same energy to Thanksgiving dinner. The next prompt is who is going to have too much hard cider? Who's going to get a little tipsy? And for this one, I picked Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones. Tyrion drinks and he knows things. And so I for sure see him getting drunk at Thanksgiving dinner, especially if any of his family is invited. He likes to have a nice buzz going when they're around. And the final two prompts are about books rather than what characters you're inviting to your Thanksgiving dinner. And the first one is, which book are you least grateful for this year? And this year I am least grateful for Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. I really just did not enjoy this book at all. It was a partial DNF. If you want the full story, I will link the wrap-up video where I talk about this book down below. But yeah, I just found parts kind of problematic, and I really disliked every single character, and so yeah, this one was not a fun read. And it's my one that I could have gone without this year. And so then the final prompt is, what book are you most grateful for this year? And this year I am most grateful for The First Girl Child by Amy Harmon. This one I went into with zero expectations. I got it from a book subscription box, and I really hadn't heard much about it beforehand. And the first book that I got from that subscription box was likable enough, but was only a 3-star book. So I really just did not have any sort of expectations for this one way or the other. I didn't really know what it was about. And then it was such a pleasant surprise. It really reminded me of Three Dark Crowns, which was a book that I just read last year that I really loved. and it had those sort of same vibes for me, and so it was a real pleasant surprise and a super enjoyable fantasy read. And I'm hoping we get more books that take place in the land of Salok, because I would for sure like to go back there sometime. So yeah, this was kind of one of many versions of the Thanksgiving book tag, in which you're picking characters to invite to your Thanksgiving dinner. Let me know down below what characters you think would fill out these roles well, and also what characters you would just actually like to invite to your Thanksgiving dinner. And also let me know your most disappointing and most exciting reads of the year. Thanks for watching. Remember, words matter.